What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires, and we just got a massive Spider-Man 4 update. This corroborated by two separate industry insiders that may have just revealed the villain. And while she's not a villain that anyone was talking about, and we certainly didn't guess her here at the channel, it would actually make a lot of sense of the other rumors we've been hearing lately, especially about Spider-Man having a new love interest. His love interest in the villain may be one in the same. We're going to break down where this came from, the villain that they revealed, who at one point was referred to by Captain America in the comics as an Omega level threat, how it connects lightly to the other plot rumors we've heard, and guys, if they adapt her correctly to the screen and we get to see, well, her wide variety of variations, we'll talk about that during the video, it's going to make for an absolutely amazing third act and action sequence. We're breaking it all down. Spider-Man's 4 villain revealed as Spider-Queen. But first, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video. Think you know the Star Trek universe? Kirk, Spock, Picard, and Janeway? How well do you really know their stories? If you're curious, dive into their epic adventures with our sponsor, Star Trek Fleet Command, the ultimate strategy game where you build your fleet, forge alliances, and explore the galaxy like never before. And one of the things I absolutely love about this game is that you can play seamlessly on PC and mobile. And all you gotta do is use my link down in the description or scan my QR code and you can download the game for free on PC and mobile. Players embark as fledgling commanders, tasked with building their starbase and assembling a crew worthy of the Starfleet name. From their first encounters with the galaxy to navigating complex faction alliances, each level draws players deeper into an immersive experience, capturing the daring, strategic spirit of Star Trek's legendary captains. And Star Trek Fleet Command is rolling out the red carpet for you with daily welcome gifts. It's an epic promotion for all new players. Get everyday rewards and epic Romulan Captain Nero, who increases the damage of weapons by 40%. Don't forget to log in each day for 7 days and snag those rewards before they vanish into deep space. You can also lead with Picard in command. Buy any bundle greater than $4.99 in game and unlock Lieutenant Picard for free. This is the reward pack for making the first purchase in Star Trek Fleet Command, and this rare Lieutenant Picard is created specifically for new users. Enlisting Picard gives you extra bonuses against early enemies, and Picard can be paired with next-gen data and Riker to gain additional bonuses. But there's even more. 2025 marks the 30th anniversary of the iconic series Star Trek Voyager. So Star Trek Fleet Command gives players a free unlock of Neelix, the morale officer from Voyager, when they redeem the code Voyager30. Don't forget to click my link down in the description or scan my QR code to download the game for free. Again, all you gotta do is use the code down below or scan the QR code and you can download the game for free on mobile or PC. The galaxy needs a leader. Will you answer the call? Okay, so the first part of the scoop comes from the anonymous Twitter scoopster My Time to Shine Hello, who does have a proven track record but occasionally has gotten things wrong. Take that as you will. She posted out that Spider-Man 4 will officially have a female villain. Now that was followed up by a separate industry insider, none other than Daniel Rickman. You guys can follow him over at Daniel RPK, probably the most accurate and ubiquitous of all Marvel scoopsters, replied to that with a picture of Spider-Queen. Now in the comics, while she's a nuclear test subject during World War II and her powers don't manifest till later, it doesn't really matter because she shows up in New York calling herself the Queen, and this is basically how her abilities work. She is the first mutant of the subspecies Homo insectus. She has mind control over other insects, other humans with the insect gene, like Peter Parker, who she's able to control, and she can also infect humans with her bite. That creates more drones for her, and the more drones she has, the more powerful she is, not just because of her telepathy and control over the human drones, but literally they make her more powerful off feeding off the web of life and destiny, and that's what leads to her highest power level set. What's that, you ask? Oh, you know, just a casual 28 story horrendous spider monster who Captain America referred to as an Omega level threat. And that's what I was referring to during the prologue when we get to the third act, when she's either threatened or about to be beaten. If she can access the power of the web of life through all of these drones she's created, then she can turn into this insanely monstrous spider creature, which, if you saw Beyond the Aquila Rift, think exactly that. Attractive female that's going to seduce Spider-Man, get him under her control, but also be, truly underneath it all, a crazy 280-foot spider. I cannot wait for that action sequence. Now, there are a couple of things here that really pique my interest. First of which, she can basically, with her mutagenic bite, turn other people into Homo arachnus, but give them spider powers at the same time, and I'm wondering if this isn't how they will turn Miles Morales in the MCU, it would be the perfect conduit for that if Miles doesn't already exist in that form, which might also be the case. Now the other thing is one of the classic Spider-Queen moments is when Cap and Venom are fighting against her and Venom uses Cap's shield to smash the back of her spine. That's where her final form is revealed as, again, this 28-story spider monster with all these legs. And I just think, while there's probably not a good chance we're going to see Cap during Spider-Man 4, we have heard so many rumors about Tom Hardy's Venom, and we know that the symbiote is still in the MCU, and so there's multiple other Spider characters tied to this Spider-Queen story that I think actually opens the door for them to make an appearance in the MCU and be the kind of crossover film they were looking for without bringing back Tobey and Andrew, because we'll most likely see them again in Secret Wars. Now, as I mentioned in the prologue, this leak goes a long way in explaining two rumors. Number one, we were all wondering why Spider-Man might have a new love interest when, of course, his story ties him back to the MJ that we already know. That doesn't seem much like Peter Parker, but now it's pretty clear that she would have control over him because of his insect gene. It also might explain who Sadie Sink is playing. We all thought Firestar, Mary Jane, or maybe another character. If this is going to be basically the second lead and villain opposite Peter Parker, there's a real good chance that Sadie Sink could be playing this villain. Now, there could be a chance that they would want to run with the Web of Life and Destiny thing, but I think with the fact that Beyond the Spider-Verse is still exploring that ground, and the way that Sony botched it with what they were doing with Madam Web, they may not choose to go that far. It may be limited to the characters that we've got in the 616 already. However, what I will say is interesting is that Spider-Man 4 is knowingly falling between the two Avengers films, and I didn't think there was a chance in the world that they would waste this opportunity in this real estate of film to work on the Doctor Doom, on the Battle World, on the Avengers Secret Wars storyline of it all, because coming after Doomsday, again, unless it's a prequel, this won't really make sense unless it addresses the events of Doomsday, and it's sort of curious to see how Spider-Queen might work into what the landscape of the MCU might look like post-Avengers Doomsday. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. I know that this villain isn't one that people would have immediately expected, but what do you think? I'm honestly super intrigued by it. I think it could make for an amazing film, a different kind of film, maybe even with some horror elements, but definitely a different kind of film than Spider-Man No Way Home, the kind of film you could use to follow that up in a new Spider franchise and have it just be a totally different thing. I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff. We are still giving away PS5s. Easiest way to enter is just be a subscriber, then leave a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name Allfires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.